Hello, beautiful people of this beautiful world that we live in. How are you doing today? How are you really doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on what time you're watching me. So, on this particular day, my friend and I decided to go and visit the National Museum. And to think that from where I stay to this place is less than 100 shillings, and I've never gone for the 5+ years I've been in Nairobi is insane. But anyway, the introvert decided to go out, and well, all I can say is I wish I'd come here sooner so that this will be my 3rd or 5th time coming here. But it's okay. It's okay. There's a first time for everything, right? So we visited the National Museum, which mostly inside there's history about where we come from, our leaders from back then, the guns they used, as you can see, what they used to do, the schools, the missionaries, just all about what we learned back in school, and now you see it. I mean, it's not real, but you get to see something about it, which I really enjoy. There's something about museums that if I come to your city, I'm definitely asking for your National Museum. I'm going to visit it because it's so quiet, and then you can literally see the emotions of different people while they see. Because for me, it was kind of easier because I've been taught this in school, so it's just like seeing what I've been taught. But for somebody who is coming here for the very first time, they've never been to Kenya, they've just had a little bits of what we went through as Kenyans back then, and now they get to see and read the information about it. You can tell they have a certain emotion. Not everybody is feeling the emotional, but you get my point. You also get to see the different artifacts that were used by different tribes in Kenya, which was insane. I did not know that our elders used to wear nose rings when they go to announce that their children, like their female children, are getting married. And the nose ring is heavy. Not these small things you wear. Nose ring, like, anyways, it is always good to learn something new. So yes, this is an experience I would definitely tell somebody to go to, especially if you like the history. But don't worry, the museum part is not only about history, because there are other activities that you get to do while you come here. But what made sense to me, or what I really loved in this museum, was the fact that it was not just one tribe. They were not just talking about, like, this is Swahili and what they wore, and you can also see some Luo in it, you can also see some Luya in it, you can also see Akamba, which is nice. You also get to see the different sizes or different materials that were used to make money back then, and how our money has evolved. I mean, it was lovely. Inside the museum, there was also a sector that was talking about bees. Who knew bees are quite interesting? I didn't. I really didn't. You get to learn about the queen bee, the worker bee, and the drone bee. This is the drone bee. And how is it called? The cycle? Yes, the cycle that they go through when a queen bee hatches, and then the worker bee kind of feeds the hatched egg for quite some time. And then afterwards, let me remember what comes afterwards. Oh yeah. It is stored in a certain place just for it to get hatched, and then it leaves. And it's quite interesting to even know their sizes, the different kind of bees. There are some things that pass me by and I think it's a housefly. Oh, I was 2 years old when I realized it is a certain type of bee. It only just doesn't bite. I did not know. But yay, these are the kind of things you get to see in the museum when you come. After that, there's also a sector that talks about apes, and I think all museums have this. I don't know. They talk about apes and how apes are like close to human being, the differences and the similarities that we have to apes. We also have the bone structures of the distinct kind of animals that we used to have, and they're no longer there, which is also quite interesting. And also, let me just say, God was very faithful because the day was just beautiful. So it was such a calm thing. You get to see paintings from artists. Unfortunately, we were not able to film the paintings because These are private things, so yeah, only if you want to buy it, then you can buy it and carry it home. You get the point? There's also a sector that is just full of birds, millions of birds. Yo, I've only seen 2 types of bird in this place. The other ones were just like, we also have this kind of bird. Now I get it. Bird watchers, I get it. And if I'm going somewhere and they say there's bird watching, I'm definitely taking that opportunity to watch the birds. These things are beautiful and they're so unique. Like you might look at 2 and you think it's the same thing, but there's just that line of black or line of gray that just distinguishes them, and I'm just like, wow, look at that. I don't know what that yellow thing does, or that maroon burnt orange thing does. I don't know, but it's so beautiful. It's so unique. I loved this place. Unfortunately, I left the place and I couldn't even, how can I put this? I did not know anything about birds, even though I went through that whole place. Even names, I could not. The only thing I knew was woodpecker, nothing else, but I enjoyed that experience. Like I said, there's a place just about apes and the difference and the similarities between us, which we've learned in history. I mean, I have learned in history, so it was just perfect for me to see my bone and an ape's bone, and I realized there's no difference. We look entirely the same. Also, this thing really made me happy. Look at that. It is just pictures hung from up there coming down, and it looked powerful. And then this area, we were being told about our money. Guys, I have not seen a lot of our money. I just realized today that our money had a circle and then another circle inside. Why? And the other circle inside was like hollow, so you can put something in it. Why? But anyway, I was happy to see the people who are in charge of our money. As you can see at the television over there, it's just somebody talking about why they made those different changes to our money, which was lovely. And then there was also this part where it's just about animals, and who knew that there's a sister to an elephant that lives in the water? Yes, I did not know about that. I looked at it and I looked at an elephant. They do not look anything at all like the same. But I mean, if you look at me and my brother, we kind of not look the same, but I get it. So I was here to learn. And yeah, I also saw an ape that was like putting a very funny face, and I did that to it. I also put a funny face for it because why is it that it's the only one that has to put a bad face and I'm just there to watch it? So no, I put a bad face. There's me doing it. Yeah, I kind of scared that white man over there, but I mean, I'm a child, I'm playful. You see, he left. I am a child, I'm playful, and these things make me happy. To know the history of different animals, to know how different animals behave when they look at light, when they look at people, it is just amazing. And after that, we left the museum part of it, but still inside the museum, like I said, there were other activities that you get to do, like Aquarium, like which is the other one, snake viewing, snake park. There's the Botanical garden, and let me tell you guys, I always see people coming here and people carry like snakes and walk around with the snakes, and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. I saw the snakes today and it is evident I don't think I like them. I don't think those creatures were meant for us to be friends, you know. Nope. No, it's how they move, it's how they look. There was some on the trees. It's how they look. Some of them look like pipes. Look at that. What if a child comes here and thinks this is a pipe and then tries to pick it? I was scared. I was scared just looking at them. Even filming them, I was just scared. And I don't know if that is a fish or also a type of snake that lives in the water. I don't know. But I was scared the whole time. But anyway, there were some that were kind of caged, which was okay, but not okay because they are caged, just okay because they were too big. If you put that thing outside, I'm running. Yes, that is why I'm saying it was okay for them to be caged. I also got to learn about snakes, which was lovely as well, because you get to know which one is neurotoxic, which one is psychotoxic, which one messes with your cells, which one messes with your nervous system, which one don't mess with, which one mess with, which one runs away when it sees you, which one is kind of bold, which one, why one is red, why one is green, why one is brown. We got to learn about that. We also got to look at that, guys. It literally looked like the rock. You cannot tell it apart. Somebody might sit on it not knowing it's sitting on like a snake or something. Anyway, there was also a part where there were tortoise, depending on your English teacher. Mine told me it is called tortoise. So there were tortoise here and some turtle as well, which were lovely. It was just lovely to see how it was just walking very slow. And a cobra. Yeah, and a cobra. I saw a cobra. I was scared. My phone fell. I could not even film 3 seconds of that cobra. It looked scary. Anyway, there were crocodiles. What else was here? Have I said turtles? Anyway, yes. And then we moved to the aquarium part, which was lovely. But this aquarium of ours is not like those aquariums that you have out there, okay? Ours was kind of like boxes. But I hear it's on construction, or it has been in construction since 2018. Yes, our country is kind of slow sometimes, but we are hoping that we get there maybe in 2030, because 2018 to 2025, that's about 7 years, and nothing major has happened. But it was great to see the different fish and how they react in water, how they move. But I kind of saw some sad fish. Like look at that, they looked sad. They really did look sad, but unfortunately that's just their face. But look at that, it looks, oh my god, it's the snake again. Oh my god, who puts a snake as a pet in the house? That is insane. You need to see a doctor, and not just any doctor, a psychiatrist in that. Look, how do you put that as a pet in your house? Why would you put that? Anyway, there was the botanical garden, and after that we went to this lovely restaurant, and I'm just gonna leave the sound on because I loved it. It's the musician and the singing, and it's just how he was singing most of my favorite songs, and the food. I know I'm a buddy. I know I like to eat, but the food was amazing. It was fresh and it was filling. We actually shared a plate with my friend, and we left there so full. And the place was just beautiful, full of colors, and nilipenda. I would definitely just come back here for that. The little happy dance. The food is good. The music is great. I'm home. I am home. I am happy. Look at him. At this place, we were both hungry, by the way, and just asking. Oh wait, let's just listen to the song. Let's just listen. And then they brought the most freshest juice I've ever tasted in my entire life. It was lovely. The juice was lovely. Oh, and we had company, of course. It's a restaurant or a hotel, a restaurant. But oh my god, I would definitely just come back here for the food and the music. I'm not even lying. Okay. It's okay. It's good that It is good. Don't want it. You can try. You don't want to. Anyway, just to finish off. After we ate, we went to this place that has what are they called? Children things. It's more like a botanical garden, but with big trees. And we got to do what children do, which is just swing and do that. How is it called? The weighing game. I don't know how it's called. But overall, would I recommend somebody to go to the museum? I would definitely recommend somebody to come to the museum. I would definitely, because it was such a lovely experience, and you don't need like a whole day for this, but I really did enjoy myself. Look at me being a child again, smiling. And yes, that was my day, and such a lovely day. I'm going to put the prices of everything, the food, everything on my description box. Looking forward to seeing you in my next vlog of me trying to do other things. Look at that. It looked like Dubai or something. I'm kidding.